Attention is a currency, traded on the screen. Bids in the comment section, likes inflate the dream. Algorithms set the price, not truth, not skill. If it bleeds, it leaves. Volatility sells the thrill. Scroll futures, short attention, long outrage. Synthetic fame bubbles pop every age. Everybody famous, nobody known. Borrow validation, leverage ego loans. They don't wanna think cause they want reactors. Fast dopamine hits, not deep thought factors. Your focus is the product, your mind is the land. The strict mind and intention with a swipe of the hands. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and the loud multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. Influence laundering, clout gets clean. Renting credibility from a rented screen. The metric ain't meaningless, retention time. If they keep you stuck, they win in the crime. Creators chase trends like fiat with no gold. Printing hot takes till the culture gets cold. Truth moves slow, lies go viral. Speed beats depth in the attention spiral. Everybody branding, nobody built. Flexing highlight reels, hiding existential guilt. The free rewards, extremes punishes calm. Peace don't convert, chaos sells bombs. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and the loud multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. If attention is money, most people are broke. Spending it careless on a digital joke. The richest stay quiet, move off the grid while the poor yell louder, begging to be seen. I'm investing in silence, compounding my time. Low frequency, thinking in a high-speed grind. I don't chase virality, I build demand. Own my attention, that's a sovereign plan. They monetize distraction, I weaponize focus. While they sell illusions, I sell the notice. What you look at becomes who you are. Choose your markets before you choose your stars. Attention ain't free, it's the cost of your life. Every scroll is a cut with a digital knife. So trade it like it matters, because it does. In the economy of attraction, focus is blood.
What's going on? What's going on this Sunday afternoon? Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody percolating. Hope y'all watching this NBA playoffs, man. It's halftime of Boston and Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Hope everybody watching the game. Hope y'all getting your money right. But anyway, welcome back to Attraction Economics. I'm your guy, Big Dog Barking. You know what I'm saying? As y'all in the building, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. And also, if you would like to donate to the channel, hit the Cash App $ Big Dog Barker 2132. Big donation, small donation. We accept and appreciate all donations, but I also understand is that the economy is kind of jacked up right now. So you can, you can. If you can't, I understand completely. I was supposed to do this show early this morning, but wifey wanted to go grocery shopping, and who am I not to tell my wife I'm not going with her to the grocery store? I go to the grocery store with my wife, you know what I'm saying? And I also tell you guys is that when you go to the grocery store, you feel what I'm saying? When you go to the grocery store, pay attention to what these little chicks be having in their baskets. You feel what I'm saying? That'll let you know what you're up against if you decide to holler at this chick. You will already know. You know what I'm saying? If Shawty got a basket full of chicken nuggets and hostess cakes and Kool-Aid and all that right there, you pretty much know she got a lot of kids. She at least got two kids or more. And she childish and she don't cook shit. She don't cook shit. She won't microwave nothing, ain't air frying nothing. She barely cook shit. But if you see a chick in her basket got a lot of fruits, vegetables, you know, shit she got to make from scratch and all that right there, that's probably who you need to get with if you really want a female that cooks. So that's just a little word of wisdom for y'all guys that be out there looking for women and shit like that. Go to the grocery store. Go to the grocery store on a Sunday. On a Sunday. Me and my wife, we go to the grocery store early Sunday morning, somewhere between 8 and 9, when they stocking, you know what I'm saying, bringing shit out and stocking shit. You know, we go to Kroger's. We go between 8 and 9 o'clock when they stocking shit. I'm talking about every department they stocking. So we getting shit fresh out the box. We getting shit fresh off the dock. You feel what I'm saying? So go to your local grocery store, whatever grocery store near you, about 8, 9 o'clock Sunday mornings, or on a Tuesday morning, 8, 9 o'clock Sunday morning, Tuesday morning. when they bringing out the fresh shit and see what females are there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have the food stamp chicks there. You had the chicks that's upper echelon, all that time. All of them, they gotta go grocery shopping. Now you might see some, associates, doing the whatever you call this shit. They going around picking up folks shit for them and all that type of shit right there. So they can get delivered to their house. That's the bougie motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Me and man, we like to actually pick up shit our damn self. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a word of wisdom for y'all guys. If y'all looking for a female that actually know how to cook, go to grocery store on Sundays and Tuesday mornings between 8 and 9 o'clock when they stocking the departments and look inside these chicks' bags so you can know who actually cooking and who gonna waste your time. Now, that's just for y'all. Some quick advice. Anyway, today's topic is the 3 rules of attraction economics. And since last Monday to today, we're gonna recap what I've been talking about and just break it down to these 3 rules of attraction economics. So a lot of y'all guys think that you were lucky to get this job that you got. You was lucky to be in the relationship you was in. You was lucky to get this networking and all that. You think a lot of this shit that you got going on in your reality is luck. You just you just work so goddamn hard to get all this goddamn shit. And the truth of the matter is, no, you didn't. See, we believe we believe in luck. We believe in luck. You feel what I'm saying? And most people think that. Most people think your success is luck. Most people think that your relationships are luck. And you think all this shit is about emotions and feelings. All this shit is about emotions and feelings. But that's just the surface. That's just the top layer. Cause y'all don't understand the rules, the invisible rules, the economic rules. See, again, we focus on the emotion, what make us feel good, what looks good. We're focused on all that right there, and we're not focused on what's beneath the surface. We're just surface individuals. You know what I'm saying? But once you understand the rules of the game, you'll stop chasing and you'll start attracting. You'll stop chasing and you'll start attracting. See, that's the thing with a lot of individuals right now is that, and I heard so many times that game don't exist. There's so many different games being played in 2026. Each and every one of us is playing the game that either you created or somebody else created. Either you're playing by some rules that you set or you playing by somebody else's rules. We're all playing a game. That by itself lets you know is that it's a game. Somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. Somebody has to win the game that's being played and somebody has to lose. And everybody is playing either the game they created or playing somebody else's game. I hate to tell y'all that, but it's a lot of game playing going on. It's a lot of it. Whether you just mingling, you in a relationship, you married, business, networking, life, we're all playing games. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're all playing games. We're all in the same arena. And some of us actually construct games more than we play the games. I'm gonna say that again. A lot of us, well, not a lot, a piece of us in the United States, in the West, the population, a lot of us are able to construct games every day for somebody else to play. We create games every day. We create the rules every day for somebody else to play. A lot of us do this shit. Majority of us just playing the games. A lot of us, a nice piece of us, are able to create games for people to play. We able to create systems for people to abide by. We able to create the rules for people to follow, and that's on the daily. Whether you want to believe that or not, whether you want to accept that truth or not, it's like right now, a lot of us are playing a game that we didn't even volunteer to play. We just so happen to be in the game. We just so happen to be inside somebody else's game. And we don't know how to get out of it. We don't know the rules. We just know when we break the rules, we get disciplined, we get lectured to, we get told we're wrong. But you're sitting there like, well, what did I do wrong? They never gonna tell you what you did wrong. Just know you did wrong. See, you're playing by somebody else's rules. You're playing by somebody else's laws. You're playing in somebody else's game. And you yourself, you're trying to create a game for you to play to win your goddamn self in reality, in society, at your job, at school, in a relationship with your significant other. You're playing the game. See, I don't talk to say who wrong, who right. I just speak the truth. I just tell y'all the truth. There's a lot of game playing. A lot of it. And chances are you, man, woman, whoever, chances are you're trying to set the rules for a game you're trying to play with somebody else. So you can get your way, so you can win at every turn. And if you lose, guess what? It ain't your fault you lost. It's the other person you're playing with. Reason you're losing. Think about that. You're setting up a game. You're setting up rules to play with somebody else. And as long as shit go the way you wanted to go, you ain't got a problem raising your hands in victory. The problem comes in when the person you're playing against understand the game you're playing and actually learn how to beat you. Now you're mad. But why are you mad? Why are you mad? Why are you upset? Because somebody understood the game you're playing and learned how to beat you at your own game? Have you ever seen an individual beg you for some shit and you say you ain't got it, but then they say you broke? You asking me for something and I say I ain't got it and then I'm broke. Or have you ever seen somebody that's trying to run a game on you, trying to run a scam on you, and you know they running a scam and you playing along with it? And then you start asking them questions to get them out their character, and now they frustrated because you're not playing along with the script they're giving you. You know it's a script. You know they with the shit, and you come back their ass. Now they mad because you won't follow along with the script. You're not doing what they want you to do, and they mad. We all play games. Your boss will sit there and put you in the game. He will give you two options. Both options you don't want to do, but you got to pick one of them. That's a game. Because he know your boss know is that I'm gonna put two options in your face. And you gotta pick one of them. Now both options, you don't like none one of them, but you gotta pick one of them. That's a game. That's a game. Now it might have something to do with the job. 9 times out of 10, I'm sure it has something to do with the job. But it's two options you don't like, either one of them, but you gotta pick one of them to do the job. And you don't like none one of them. So you get to going back and forth about which one you want to pick. And then on top of that, not only do you have to pick one, you thinking to yourself, the boss up to something. But you don't know exactly what, because you got two options. And the boss say, I'm gonna do the other one. Whichever one you pick, I'm gonna do the other one. Think about that. I give you two options. And you don't like neither one of them, but I also tell you, whichever one you pick, I'm gonna do the other one. Now you in a bit of a conundrum, a little conflict. You don't like nan one of these options. You don't want to do nan one of these options, but you gotta pick one of them. And I'm telling you, as your boss, I'm gonna do the other one. Now you trying to figure out which one of these options out of the two that I don't like can I do that the boss ain't got a problem doing the other one. Your brain get to racing because you're trying to figure out which one to pick, and you also trying to figure out which one your boss wants you to pick. That's a game. That's a game. And you gonna wreck yourself trying to figure out what I'm gonna do as the boss. I'm already telling you, nigga, I'm gonna do the one you didn't pick. Plain and simple. Whichever one you pick, I'm gonna do the other one. But you so busy worried about which one I really want to do. How I got shit set up, or once you pick and shit like that, is you causing yourself a bit of stress. So now, if I tell you which one I want you to do, then it's, well, you want to do that one anyway. How is it so when I told you I'm gonna do whichever one you don't want to do? And you won't pick. So now I gotta give you one. And now you're gonna sit there and say, well, that's what you wanted me to do anyway. How is that when I gave you the option to pick? You the one stressing yourself about what I'm going to do with the other one. That's a game. That's a game that I played as your boss, and that's a game you're playing with me, trying to figure out which one I really want to do. That's a game. And that's basic work. That's a basic job. That's just basic shit. And you actually having a fit because you don't know which one the boss want to do. So you don't want to pick wrong for your own self. You don't want to pick the one that you you know what I'm saying. You having a fit with yourself because you don't want to pick nan one on, and you're tripping because you don't know which one I got set up for me as the boss. Well, if I'm the boss, guess what? I got both of them set up for me. How about that? I got both of them set up for me. I'm the boss. If I sit here and tell you I'm willing to do either one of them, I'm cool with whatever outcome you're picking. Either one, I'm cool with it. But you're stressing because you don't know which one you really want to do. Because you're trying to weigh out this, that, and the third. You keep on going back and forth with you when I'm saying them like either one you pick, I'm good. You're trying to pick the one that's gonna be the easiest to do, but you don't know which one the easiest to do. You see how you going through yourself, and I just put a game in your face. Well, I'm gonna win in the end anyway. I'm finna win the game either way it go because it's only two options. You get to pick one, I get to get the other one, but you don't know which one you want because you scared that I'm having easy whichever one I get. You see how that's a game? You see how that's a game? But I'm already winning. I created the game. I don't won. Either way it go, you gonna have to pick one of them, and I'm gonna have to do the other one. And whichever one I do, guess what? I'm gonna do it anyway. I ain't worried about what you're doing. I'm doing the one you didn't want to do. You trying to make sure you get the easiest one, but you don't know which one the easiest. That's all this shit is. It games. It's games. That's just a work related game. And that's just between the boss and the employee. We ain't even talking about employee versus employee in them games. Boyfriend, girlfriend, them games being played. Wife and husband, them games being played. Creator versus creator, games being played. But all this falls up under attraction economics. All this falls up under attraction economics. All of it. Every last bit of it. But anyway, attraction economics is the idea. It's the idea that human attention, desire, and loyalty follow principles similar to markets. Something I always have told you. If you do it over here, you're gonna do it over there. The same rules apply. There's no difference. There's no difference in none of the shit we do. There's really no difference. And see, people respond to value, they notice scarcity, and they respect leverage. I'm gonna say that again. People respond to value, notice scarcity, and respect leverage. Just keep that in mind as we keep going. This applies in dating, business, life, networking, friendships. And if you ignore these rules, you will be replaceable. But if you learn the rules, you'll be memorable. Let's break this shit down again. It happens in dating, it happens in business, it happens in life, networking. One, people people respond to value. They notice the scarcity and they respect the leverage. Value, scarcity, leverage. That what makes the majority of the people attractive. See, we just look at the outside and say that's a fine chick, that's a handsome dude, that's a nice car, that's a pretty restaurant, that's a nice bag, that's some good looking shoes, that's a pretty watch. We are defining shit by how shit look. That's just the surface. That's just the surface. And what fucks up a lot of individuals is the value. Let's go into value. See, value creates demand. What do you find valuable that you really want? What do you find valuable in relationships that you really want? And that's a question I ask a lot of men numerous times. What do you value in a relationship? They want a woman that can cook. They want a woman that can clean. They want a woman that's gonna drop it like it hot whenever they want to. Okay, that's what you value. That's what you want. And you say that's in high demand. All you guys want that. What the women want? Oh, he gotta be 6 feet with 6 figures and a six pack. That's in demand. High demand. That's what y'all value. Looks. You want somebody that look, you want somebody that both parties want somebody that look good. You women want to do that got the height, the money, and the physical appearance in shape. And men want somebody that looks good, that can bake biscuits from scratch, keep the house clean, and be Cherokee ass. Right. That's what y'all value. So y'all say both sides crashing out because they can't get what they value. This. So then I go under the surface and I'm like, well, what the fuck do you want then? Outside of that. They can't never tell me. This from the men and the women. It ain't like it's just one sided. Outside of what you want on the surface, you can't tell me shit else you want with this man. You can't tell me shit else you want with this woman. You just want what you want on the surface. Which goes back to a lot of shit I say is just because they look like a better option don't mean they a better person. And just like I said with the Ashley Janae situation, God rest the dead. You pick what you perceive to be the better option. This ain't no hate, it's just me being real. You pick what you thought was the better option. And you talk bad about the other options. You pick what you thought was the better option. Not the better person, the better option. because that person was able to give you something that the other men couldn't give you, right? And you gonna ride their wave because you getting what you want on perception. I don't know. You make your content. I never watched your content, but you make soft girl content. You actually living a soft girl life according to what I'm hearing. You don't do shit. Your little white knight is providing you with a soft girl life. That's what you showing your audience. Now behind closed doors, behind the scene, when the camera's off, I'm hearing something different. It's like, oh, you got problems with your white knight, just like you had problem with the black knight. You got the same problems. Same problems. But because somebody done told you that the white knight is better than the black knight, that's the better option for whatever reason. Because the white knight is able to give you the materialistic shit you want on the regular. No hangups, no hiccups. You're able to get what the hell you want without hesitation with the white knight. Because the black knight be bullshit. Them your words. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know. I ain't never seen none of that content, but I'm just going off what I know. So you go pick your perceived better option. Air quotes. You pick your better option, and you going through the same shit with the white knight that you would be going through with the black knight. But you ain't gonna let the black knight know that you got bullshit over here with the white knight. You gonna keep portraying that, oh, I'm living the soft girl life. Oh, I'm getting what I want. Oh, he the best thing I ever had. Cause the camera off, he a piece of shit just like a nigga would. And if what I'm hearing is true, allegedly they got into it right before the deletion, self-deletion, however you want to look at it. They got into it. The folks at the hotel had to break them up. They were fighting. They were arguing. Right before they found her in the state they found her in. Which leads to a lot of people saying, hey, he did it. Now, I don't know. I think my wife said they might have put them cuffs on him. I don't know. But I know I don't watch enough of these shows with her over the years and with my mama too when I was younger, is that the number one suspect is always the one giving up the dick. Yeah. But because of value, what's perceived value is you chasing after an individual that was told that the better option than what you already know. So you're gonna try your luck and see what happens. And when I look at Buddy, he don't look like he got a six pack. I ain't trying to look at his body, but what I see, he might be he look like he about 6 feet. He look like he got six figures. He ain't got the body, but you know, I'm not judging. Hey, to each his own. So that's the closest thing she got to 666. Was who she got with. And that's your choice. You picked it. That's the demand that a lot of women say they want. And she got it. Close to it. And just because that's what you say you want and you feel like that is the better option does not mean that's the better person, because you see now, most people that fit that description are athletes. Most of the men that fit that description are athletes. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey, golf, tennis, track and field, swimming. Majority of the individuals that fit that description are athletes. And it's only so many athletes that remain faithful to their wife, to their girlfriends and shit like that. Just look at how many athletes got multiple baby mamas. This is the nigga you want. This is the man, is the athlete. While the athlete can do what they want to do. Now, I'm not knocking, man. Trust and believe, I don't care. I'm just trying to get you to understand, Shawty, is that you're looking for somebody that's going to treat you as an option and not the number one option. You just going to be an option. And you're fine with that. You're fine with that. Knowing you're just an option, you're fine with the athlete getting you pregnant and giving you 18 years of child support. You're fine with that. Okay, if that's what you find, with fine. You found somebody valuable. That doesn't mean he's better than me. That doesn't mean he's better than the guys you come across in your everyday existence. No, he just got shit that you want, which is money, which is a lifestyle, which is status, materialistic shit. That's the only reason, because of trust and promise. If the nigga was 5'7" and broke and didn't play sports, you'll treat him just like you treat the average available dude in your real life. You would. But because he meets the idea of what you want and he stick out and they rare, cool, you gonna do that shit. But you gotta understand is that that dude is not faithful to you. That dude is not faithful to you. He got a game he playing. He got a game he playing because he know I'm rare. It ain't too many motherfuckers in my position. It ain't too many motherfuckers getting paid millions of dollars every motherfucker year on TV multiple months out of the year. Endorsements out the asshole. It ain't that many motherfuckers like me. I'm rare. I'm special. I got the control. I'm the value. You want me. I don't have to have you. You pumped up the demand for this type of individual, and now you got your chance to get it, but you got to understand that that person you pumped up does not remain faithful to just you. But I digress. And same with the value that you gotta be wanting with a certain type of woman. You want her to have a low body count, possibly none. You hope she has none. That can cook clean, be Cherokee ass, know how to stay in a woman place. Don't got no education, don't got no money, just totally dependent on you. Totally dependent on you. You want her to be needy. So you could be the hero. So you could be the knight in shine armor. So you can come to the rescue every time she say, "Oh, help me! I'm stuck in the top of this castle." Yeah, that's what you want. And the thing about it is, that woman is outside. She's somewhere to be found. She's somewhere to be found. Now the problem I'm gonna tell you guys is this right here, because y'all don't push this type of female so hard, is that when you find one, guess what else? She's gonna go to the best available option. And again, notice I said option, not person. Not the best person for the job, the best option for the job. And if you don't fit the mold of the best option at that particular time, you're not gonna get her. You can't stumble upon a woman like that that meets all the check boxes and you be the only individual trying to get at her. And again, this is something that get pushed as the most valuable female walking. So in both situations, if you find the 666 dude, you're not the only female they're dealing with. If you find this woman that has a zero body count and does everything on command, bark like a dog, if y'all just so happen to stumble across these individuals, you have to understand is that they're valuable because y'all, men and women, had a high demand for these individuals. And now that you got them, you're in competition with other men and other women to maintain this individual that you just so happen to find. That's the demand part of attraction economics. That's the value part of attraction economics. That's the value. They look a certain role, they look a certain way, and you're going to invest into this person, your emotions, your feelings. You're going to invest in this person because they fit the mold, just off the looks. Just off the looks. And the status, the lifestyle that they bring. You're investing in the looks. That's what's valuable to you, what they look like. We ain't even talking about the conversation. We ain't even talking about the mindset. We ain't even talking about the sex. We just talking about how somebody look and the image that you see on social media. That's part of it. The scarcity that people notice is when somebody look a certain type of way and you invested so much into them because of their looks. The scarcity comes in is when the looks plus the personality, the intangibles come in. So now, excuse me, you got this dude, you got this female that fits the mold of what you like on the outside. Now you get to rapping with them. Now you get to asking 21 questions. You get to see family members or whatever the case may be. You get to learn their upbringing and they life goals and all that type of shit. Y'all having conversation. So now the looks and the personality, the intangible, the mindset, now all this shit match up. They look good, smell good, talk good, stable, got shit, good mindset, all that good shit. That's rare. That's the scarcity. Cause see, on the daily, you can find a dude that look good. You can find a chick that look good. You can find whatever you looking for. We all like what we like. We like different heights. We like different skin tones. We like different measurements. We like what we like. And trust and believe, if you go outside, you go touch earth, breathe in some fresh air, you're going to find a female you like. You're going to find a dude you like. You're going to be attracted to them based off the looks. And if you ain't scared to say nothing to them, ladies, you too, you got to shoot your shot sometime too. If you ain't scared to say nothing to them, shoot your shot. You don't know what's going to happen unless you take the shot. You might hit. And let's just say you do hit. Now y'all get to talking and you come to realize is that you and them got the same upbringing. You and them got the same taste in movies and food and shit like that. Both of y'all got a goal for your next 3 to 5 to 10 years, or whatever the case may be. Y'all got some similar shit in common. So now you like, I got somebody that look good to me and they on the same type of shit I'm on. I got some that look good to me and on the same type of shit I'm on. Perfect. That's rare. You value the looks, you value the materialistic shit. You get your talking to them. Now you understand that not only you look good, now that type of shit, now you got the same type of shit going on that I got going on. That's rare that you look good and actually got some shit going on. And not a lot of bullshit. You actually about your business. So we got the value that's in high demand. We get the scarcity when you realize that this man or this woman is doing something that the other men and women ain't doing. Not only the looks, but everything else that other men and other women ain't doing. That makes them rare. Now, once you get your value and once you get your scarcity, this is the problem that a lot of men and women have when they in relationships. Leverage. Leverage. See, you can have all the looks, all the materialistic shit. You can do all the shit on the outside. But the leverage comes when you can do something that nobody else can do. That's the leverage. That's the leverage. And trust and believe, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of y'all don't have leverage. A lot of y'all don't have no power. A lot of y'all don't have no pull. A lot of y'all can't call your own shot. Why? Why you can't call your own shot? Why you ain't got the pull? Because it's something about you that can be replaced. Because again, we hear men complain about what's out there in the dating market. We hear women complain about what's out there in the dating market. And according to both sides, it's the same shit. They see the same dudes every day. They see the same females every day. That's a problem with them. They hear the same conversations every day. So who holds the leverage? The person that got the power, the person that could do something that can't be replaced. And according to y'all, both the men and the women, everybody's replaceable. Everybody's replaceable because the truth of the matter is nobody sticks out. Ladies, yeah, you thick. Yeah, you look good and shit like that. Guess what? It's 100,000 of y'all that look good and thick and all that good shit. You're not different. You're not special. Because outside of all that, what do you do that can't be replaced? You can't tell me. You can't tell me. And the funny thing about it is, if I ask a man that what is you looking for in a woman that can't be replaced, you don't even know what you want. You don't know what's rare. Cause all you want is somebody that look good that can cook your favorite meal and have relations with you 3 times a day. That's easy. You're not asking for shit. And they not offering shit but their body. You're not asking for nothing. They're not offering nothing. So again, you don't know what she got that's hard to come by when you only looking for surface shit. You only care about shit on the surface. That's all you care about. Is the titties big? Is the ass fat? Is the hair natural? That's all you care about. That's all you care about. You're not looking for something special. And they ain't gonna tell you they got something special because they don't even know. They ain't worked on something that another female can't do. They ain't even working on something of another female can't do that makes them stand out even more. Think about that. So there's really no leverage unless you just a desperate ass nigga with a dry dick, and the leverage comes in is that you need some pussy. Scarcity creates a leverage. If you're not getting no ass, and you just don't happen to come across a chick that's gonna give you some ass, and because you've been in a drought, she got more power over you than you do over her because she satisfying the need. That's a problem for you. You ain't fucking. You not fucking. And she come along and give you that gawk. she triple X, and you love that shit, and that's all she good for. And she has power over you because you can't say nothing to her because you scared she gonna up and leave, and you go right back to square one when you wasn't getting no ass. So you're in a state of desperation. You're stuck because you're getting what you want and from a chick that ain't worth your time. But because you're getting what you want, you'll let her run over you as long as you keep getting that good head. As long as you keep getting that good head and that good box, you'll let Shot run all over you because you scared to put your foot down and tell her about herself and watch her walk out the door. And you ain't even got enough confidence in yourself to go out there and get you another one. Stop me when I'm wrong. Tell me when I'm full of shit. That is what's the problem. That's how a lot of these chicks have leverage over dudes is because you scared that you're gonna lose that pussy. That's why they able to do what they do. That's why when y'all say that women run the dating market, I told y'all all the time, you ain't got no standards, you scared to walk away, and you ain't got no options. The reason you ain't got no standards because you're desperate. The reason you ain't got no options because you ain't trying, and the reason you can't walk away because you don't know what to do without them. That's why women got more leverage than niggas do in today's dating market. And at one point in time, you can use your money as the equalizer. They get their own bread. They get their own bread. And chances are, if you do catch hold of one that's only with you because of your money, chances are you gonna overspend with her. You're gonna actually spend more of your resources, more of your money, more of your time, more of your energy, more of your attention on this female that ain't even worth it. How about that? How about that? And ladies, y'all know different than the men because your leverage comes in. Well, the man leverage over you comes in is this right here. He able to buy you shit. He able to take you somewhere. He able to put some new shoes on your feet, a new person, take you on to destinations and 5-star restaurants and shit like that. And you're stuck. You're giving him more power over you just for the simple fact he can spend money on you. Just because he can break bread. And you know the nigga ain't with the shit. You know the nigga ain't favor. You know the nigga ain't 100 with you. You know the nigga doing all types of other shit. But because he can buy you shit, he can put you in a nice house, in a nice car, give you a nice lifestyle, make you look good on social media for a female that don't give a fuck about you. Just because he can give you this image that you've been looking for all your motherfucking life, and you accepting the money to maintain this image, you'll overlook his bad behavior. You overlook the getting some other female pregnant behind your back. You'll overlook all the fuck shit that he do as long as he can put you in that foreign car and take you to Turks and Caicos. That makes sense. Stop me when I'm wrong. So the leverage comes from the looks and the money, which is always gonna boil down to. But that's perceived leverage because these niggas can just do shit. See, you giving them leverage because they could take you somewhere. You giving them leverage because they look a certain type of way. You giving them leverage. And again, like I've been saying for the past week, is you're playing by rules that they're setting. You're playing by rules that the females, I said, just because they look a certain type of way. And because of your desperation, you're playing their game. You're playing their game. And when you don't come out the winner, it's their fault. How was their fault? You're playing the game that they set up. Because of your value system, because of your value system, what you believe is most valuable is how she looked. And they understand that they're like, okay, you're going to do X, Y, and Z for me because of how I look. And I heard several men on several occasions say, you give a bad bitch a pass just because she look good. They know that. They know that. They know that if they a bad chick in your ass, they get to run all over you, and you too scared to say something to them because this bad bitch make you look good in front of your partners, make you look good in front of your co-workers and associates. But she a whole lot of problems. She a whole lot of problems. Same with you ladies. You're dealing with a nigga that ain't shit. You hear his name all around town and shit. He fucking around with this female, he and this bitch face. Woo, woo. But you can't let him go because he put you in this nice penthouse. You feel what I'm saying? He got you these nice jewels, this nice car, these nice clothes and shoes, and nice bag. You can't go nowhere because if you go somewhere, if you leave this man alone, then you go back to having nothing. You have nothing. You're giving somebody leverage over you just because of the simple fact that you feel like the little sex you get from shit shouted and the little jewels you get from this old boy, you feel like ain't nobody else give it to you. But last time I checked, you can get pussy from any female. All you gotta do is get a wet and stick it in. Last time I checked, I think that's still how that shit work. Get wet, get hard, insert stick in the hole, proceed to have fun. I think that's still how it work, ain't it? I guess. I mean, I'm old, 46, so I guess that's still how it works. Is she get wet, I get hard, insert into hole, have fun. Yeah, that still sound like the same shit that's been going on since creation. And you can get shit. You can get nice shit if you want to. There's ways to get nice shit without having to depend on a nigga that got money to get you nice shit. It takes discipline. You know what I'm saying? You gotta minimalize shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live a low-key lifestyle in order to get the vacation you want or go to the restaurant you want or get a pair of shoes you want. You might have to dumb yourself down with your money and save her and do this and did that and the third. You might have to do some shit to get the shit you really want to do without depending on no nigga. So again, you're giving the motherfucker leverage for some shit that you can actually get anywhere. You can get your shit anywhere. You can do this shit whenever you feel like doing it. The problem is that you're too lazy to do it. You're too lazy to do anything. You waiting somebody to give it to you so you can enjoy the spoils of somebody else's victories. And then when they leave, then you don't know what to do when that person leave. Because again, you're picking the quote unquote better option, not the better person. So now when the better option leaves you alone for a better option, you stuck holding the bag. You're lost. You're complaining. You're in spaces talking about women ain't shit, men ain't shit. But again, why you so wrapped up in pussy and money? Why you so wrapped up in pussy and money? Cause that's all that shit gonna boil down to is pussy and money. That's why the nigga ain't shit. That's why the female ain't shit because they taking away the shit that you gave them power over. You literally let Shawty control you just because she had some good sex. You let old boy control you because he had a couple of dollars. And then when they pick up and leave, now they the reason why niggas ain't shit and females ain't shit. No, my guy, because just like you was the option and you picked the better option, you picked the better option, you option, and they picked the better option. They picked somebody better than you. They went and got with somebody that better than you. You got with somebody better than the options you already had, and they left you alone for an option better than you. Think about that. Not the better man, not the better woman, because of the better option. You was happy to get shouted that looked like a bowl of cold grits and oatmeal, thick, cute, whatever the case may be. You was happy to get her. You was happy to get with her because she did something for you that you wasn't doing, that you wasn't getting. But again, you're not the best option for her. She the best option for you. You're not the best option for her. So she gonna play along with you until the better option come along. He ain't necessarily gotta be 6 feet. He ain't necessarily gotta have 6 figures or a 6 pack. It could be some other shit that he do that makes him a better option and will leave you in the dirt. And now you comparing yourself to the other guy saying I'm a better dude than he is, and it's like you might be right. You might be right. You might treat her like gold, but in her eyes, he's a better option. And whether or not they're true, We're gonna leave that up to time. We're gonna leave that up to time. And ladies be in the same situation. Yeah, old boy doing this, that, and the third for you. He doing this, that, and the third for you. But if he find a better option than you and get the plan with you, you go from the starter to the road to the bench. He giving this new chick more time and attention than he do you. He doing more for her than he do for you. Then guess what? He about his business, and you're complaining because he picked up a better option than you. But again, we're talking about leverage. We're talking about attraction. Everybody will say they got leverage, but the thing is, don't nobody stand out. Ain't nobody doing nothing special. Relationships, social media, business. A lot of you motherfuckers ain't doing shit this special. The ones that's win, the one that succeed all day, every day, and twice on Sundays, they got something you need at all times. They got control. They got power. They attractive. See, y'all just boil this shit down to surface shit. Y'all just boil this shit down to looks and gifts and shit like that. That ain't shit. That ain't shit. Because again, the person that got the leverage can create something and give it to you. They worth money. They worth something. They worth something. I could just look at a Kim Kardashian. A lot of y'all don't like Kim Kardashian. She ruined the community with her. I don't know how y'all let a Armenian chick ruin the black community, but hey, y'all let her do it. I did. But every step away with Kim Kardashian, y'all said, "Oh, she did. She ruined the girl. She did. She did. She did." The girl want to look like her and be shaped like her. They going under the knife and all that. Oh. But the whole way, she doing something that the women want to do. She look good. Even at 45, 46, she still look good. I'm not gonna hate. She look good. Blame it on the genes, blame it on surgery. I don't know, but she did look good. So Kim Kardashian actually did shit that both men and women wanted. Along with the marriages and her, they supposed to be ruining black men and all that type of shit right there. Along the way, she made $1 billion. Along the way, out of all the controversies, all the dramas, and all this, that, and the third, she made money. She actually got shit people want. She got leverage. She got leverage. And you can say what you want to say, good or bad about her. She got power. She can move rooms. She can shake up some shit. A lot of females want to be like Kim K. A lot of niggas want a female that look like Kim K. And not to say she's a good chick. I don't know if she's a good woman or not. But she put herself to be as a better option than what you see on the daily. She make women look in the mirror every day and say, "I wish I looked like Kim K." And she got niggas saying, "I wish I had a chick that looked like Kim K." That's power. That's power. That's power. That's leverage. That's what y'all ain't got. That right there. So I said all that to say this. When it come down to attraction economics, You're going after what's valuable to you. And that's different to every man, every woman. What's valuable to you? And once you get what's hold of value, now you want to see how rare this person is, this situation is. You want to see how rare it is. The more scarce it is, the more valuable it is. But when it comes down to leverage, do you have enough leverage to walk away from the deal if you're not getting what you want? Or is you giving this person or situation all the leverage because you need whatever they giving you? That's a question y'all gotta ask yourself. I can't answer that question for you. I can't answer that question for you. Because if you really want to know about me, I love my wife. Love to death. But I also could sit there and look at her face and say, I don't need you. Call it ego, call it cocky, whatever the case may be. But I'm strong enough to tell my wife, I love you. And I'm also strong enough to tell my wife, I don't need you. Whenever y'all get to that place in life with any situation, you'll probably be better. But as long as you let pussy and money dictate you and have a control over you, you'll never know your full capabilities as a person. You never know how strong you really can be when you constantly let somebody else control your strength. So anyway, I'm finna get on down. I'm finna go back to watching basketball. Like I said, it would have been better if I would have did this shit this morning, but due to the fact I had to go to the grocery store with my wife. My wife wanted me to go to the grocery store. So I went to the grocery store. I went to the grocery store. But anyway, I'm finna get on down. I will holler at y'all good people. Hold up. I will holler at y'all later.